Okay, so I just wanted to talk about the differences between Hi-Tek and a powder coat for a few minutes. I'll add some Hi-Tek to my little lineup here. And this is all the exact same mold. Now, I don't know how well that's going to show up, but there, I think that's a little better. Just getting some reflection there. So they each have some advantages and disadvantages. I guess the big advantage to Hi-Tek, which are these first two, these two. Hi-Tek, the stuff I use because I'm in Canada, is the powdered formula, because the other stuff they can't ship across the border. You mix it with acetone, 2 tablespoons of Hi-Tek to 100 milliliters of acetone, and it goes on really nice. You know, there's very little air applying it, but when it comes to baking the coat, both of these are good. They both pass crush test, and neither one of them will lead. No difference in accuracy, but you can see there's a color difference. I found it's almost impossible to have a consistent color time after time, because this one was probably in the toaster oven maybe an extra 10 seconds, or it could be just a little closer to a burner. Even after I upgraded to a convection style, it didn't help. The convection was actually worse. So I used my convection oven without the fan on. So it's just cosmetic. But you really, really got to babysit Hi-Tek, or you get discoloration. And if you leave it in too long, it'll burn and it'll flake off. Now, these next 5 is all black tumble coat, black. Just a second. Eastwood. The brand name is Eastwood. So it's black Eastwood powder coat applied with a tumbler. That's really easy. It's just as easy as putting on the Hi-Tek. But when you put it in the oven, you bake it for 20 minutes. If you leave it in too long or not long enough, doesn't matter. You can't really burn it. It always comes out the same color. But the stuff sticks together like you wouldn't believe. Now, I've watched some videos on YouTube. They just break it up and they don't really care that it's uneven, or they weed out the imperfections. With Hi-Tek, these two, my rejects are probably 0.25%, almost none. And most of those rejects are not because of the coating, it's because it was the bullet had a wrinkle or something in it and I didn't catch it until after it was coated. But you can see these 3 here. You can see where they were stuck together, here and here, here and here. I've been out here all day trying to get these to work. I just can't. I'm getting probably 30% rejection on this method. So I've given up on that. There's something else I discovered by mistake. These 2 right here. In order to get a regular powder coat bullet to coat nice, you got to stand it on its base and do it that way. Or you can do it on its side, doesn't matter. But you can't be touching another bullet or they will stick together and you'll break them trying to get them apart. Like I was saying, this I discovered by mistake. This is my second batch. I put them in the oven, and while I was trying to get the first batch apart, I just said screw it, it's not worth it, and I took them back out, and I noticed that, you know, this one obviously was a little closer to the burner than that one, but you can handle these, and you know, the stuff doesn't come off, it's stuck on there. So I got another plate full ready to go in the oven. I'm actually going to do it tomorrow because it's getting pretty late tonight. If you put your bullets in, take them out of the tumbler, dump them on your screen, give them a little shake, get all the extra powder off, and put them in your toaster oven until they just start getting a little shiny. Open the door, give them a little shake, make sure they're unstuck. At that point, they'll still come apart without damaging anything. Then you take them out, let them cool off, and you can handle them, and you can set them down. Now I realize this is a lot of work for these little buggers, but the my big bore bullets, the 43 Mauser, 45-70, stuff like that, even my rolling block if I wanted to go smokeless or use a grease cookie, you don't go through nearly as many, and this stuff is a little tougher than Hi-Tek. Supposedly, I haven't tested it myself, but everyone is saying it is. So for that, it may be worth it. So I'm going to do a part 2 to this video, and we'll check out the results of these bullets stood up instead of in a big bunch. So stay tuned for the next one. Please like, subscribe, and hope you enjoyed the video. Leave comments if you feel